Ibrahim Traore and the AES are taking the media world by storm, and you won't believe what he's doing after booting out the French media. That's right. The Alliance of Sahel States, a coalition of countries in Africa's Sahel region, has made headlines by expelling French media outlets and launching their own TV station. But what's driving this dramatic shift? And what does it mean for the future of media in the region? In this video, we'll dig into the motivations behind this bold move, exploring how recent geopolitical shifts have set the stage for such a significant change. We'll also look at the potential implications for media freedom and how this could reshape the narrative both locally and internationally. Are we witnessing the dawn of a new era in African media? Stay tuned as we unravel the story behind Ibrahim Traore's ambitious media venture and its potential impact on the global stage. But why did they decide to expel French-some media, and what does this mean for the region's future? To understand this seismic shift, we need to look at the historical context. For decades, French media has held a significant presence in the Sahel region, wielding influence over public opinion and political narratives. This influence dates back to colonial times, when French media was a tool for maintaining cultural and political ties with its former colonies. However, recent years have seen a surge in anti-French sentiment across the Sahel, fueled by perceptions of neo-colonialism and dissatisfaction with France's military and political involvement. Key events, such as the military coups in Mali and Burkina Faso, have intensified this sentiment, leading to widespread protests and the expulsion of French troops and media outlets. The AES's decision to kick out French media is part of a broader push for sovereignty and control over their own narratives. To help us grow our channel quickly, we remind you to like and share our videos. Also, subscribe to stay informed on the latest African economic, political, and social developments. Now let's continue. First up, political sovereignty. Imagine having someone else tell your story. How frustrating would that be? For the AES, it's about reclaiming control over their national narratives. By establishing their own media outlets, they can ensure that the stories being told reflect their perspectives and priorities, free from foreign influence. This move is a powerful statement of independence, signaling a break from the past and a step towards self-determination. Before now, all the world knows about the Sahelian countries comes from the Western media, especially the French international broadcaster TV5 World. Every narrative has been constructed in a way to showcase France as the good guy and the purveyor of civilization, while the Africans are infants to be spoon-fed by France. With the increasing anti-colonial fervor growing in Africa, the French media has been portraying Africans as the offender instead of the offended. With these nations kicked out French forces from their territories, the French media has launched a disinformation campaign to discredit the military governments in the Sahel Confederation. Today, the Sahelian countries are ready to disseminate the rightful information to the world. Then there's the issue of cultural identity. The Sahel is rich in diverse cultures and languages, but these are often overshadowed by external narratives. By launching their own TV station, the AES aims to celebrate and promote local cultures, giving a platform to voices that have long been marginalized. This is about more than just media. It's about fostering a sense of pride and unity among the people of the Sahel. And let's not forget about security concerns. The AES has accused French media of biased reporting, which they believe has undermined national security and fueled unrest. By taking control of the media narrative, they hope to present a more balanced view and reduce tensions. To give you an idea of the severity of the disinformation, let me briefly touch an incident involving President Ibrahim Traore, as reported by Western media. Last month, reports appeared on several Western media platforms about a mutiny in the Burkinabe military. That was not all. The reports also claimed that some soldiers invaded Burkina Faso's national broadcaster, resulting in some shootout. They also painted a picture of Ibrahim Traore being in hiding and could not attend the weekly cabinet meeting with his ministers. All the stories were found to be false and an attempt to create tension and panic in the country. To reassure the citizens and to debunk the media lies, President Traore paid a visit to the national broadcaster, where he addressed journalists working at the station. Listen to President Traore's speech to the journalists. Western media is not new. You are journalists, you work in the media. Do you see what we call the media liars? I think a lot of people understand now. Most of them are media liars. They spend their time lying, manipulating. And today, when I watch their reports, what they say, it's shameful. They've even proved to all of Africa, to the whole world, that they're liars. And it's good. I think the youth of Africa and the youth of Burkina Faso should have understood not to listen to these people, because they manipulated us for a long time. You have several examples. Let's take Ivory Coast. Who didn't hate Gbagbo? Our generation, they lied so much about him. They said nonsense, they put pressure on the information. You end up hating the person. They make a model of the person to impose it on you. You end up hating the person. They took him to the International Criminal Court, then they tell him he's guilty of nothing. Is that serious? They let Gaddafi die. Here are the consequences. The youth of Africa, they have to do the job we ask them to do. They're not free. There are many media. They don't live from advertising. They pay and give you the information as they want. Unfortunately, here in Burkina Faso, there are many who say we attack journalists. I think we have to choose between earning our bread and loving our country. They fight for their country. Everything they do is for their country. They have no information. Their reporters are liars. When they want to attack a country, they paint it as they want. They say what they want to make everyone hate and let them do what they want. I think this time we understood. We're in 2024. It's a game of chess. We'll see what happens. We have to get rid of these media. Traore's speech underscores the rising frustration with Western media's manipulation of African narratives. Establishing independent media in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger is viewed as a crucial move to reclaim control and authentically represent the region's voices. Now that Ibrahim Traore and the AES have shown the door to French media, what's next on their agenda? Enter the brand new AES web TV station. This isn't just any media launch. It's a game changer with ambitious goals and a vision that could reshape the region's media landscape. Let's start with the objectives and vision. The AES TV station is all about promoting regional unity and providing unbiased news. Imagine a platform where stories are told from a local perspective, free from external agendas. This station aims to be a beacon of truth and solidarity, bringing the diverse voices of the Sahel together to foster understanding and cooperation. When it comes to programming and content, expect very rich offerings. From hard-hitting news segments that tackle the issues head-on to cultural programs that celebrate the vibrant traditions and languages of the Sahel, there's something for everyone. And let's not forget educational content designed to empower viewers with knowledge and skills. It's a holistic approach that seeks to inform, entertain, and inspire. But how will they pull it off? That's where technology and infrastructure come into play. The AES is making significant investments in cutting-edge technology and robust infrastructure to ensure the station's success. From state-of-the-art studios to advanced broadcasting equipment, they're setting the stage for a media revolution. Now let me ask, can AES TV become the voice of the Sahel and a model for other regions? Share your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. In Burkina Faso, the establishment of a state-controlled TV station by Traore suggests a move towards increased government control over information dissemination, according to Western observers. Internationally, Traore's actions have drawn widespread condemnation from Western media organizations and human rights groups. Reporters Without Borders have criticized the Burkinabe government's suppression of press freedom, urging them to uphold international commitments to free expression. The expulsions and suspensions of foreign media have been perceived as attempts to stifle criticism and control the narrative around the junta's military operations. France's media presence in the Sahel has long been a tool for exerting soft power, shaping public opinion, and maintaining cultural ties. With the expulsion of French media, and the establishment of a state-controlled TV station by Traore by the Sahel Confederation. France's ability to influence narratives in Burkina Faso and neighboring countries is significantly weakened. This shift is part of a broader trend where Sahelian countries like Mali and Niger are increasingly turning away from France, opting instead for alliances with other powers, notably Russia. The loss of media influence means France can no longer easily counter narratives that criticize its historical and current roles in the region, potentially leading to a rise in anti-French sentiment. The expulsion of French media and the pivot towards state-controlled narratives could further strain diplomatic relations between France and the Alliance of Sahel States, AES, which includes Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. These countries have already shown a willingness to sever ties with France, as seen in their withdrawal from the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, and the cessation of military cooperation with France. The establishment of the AES and its mutual defense agreements indicate a strategic realignment that diminishes French influence and complicates diplomatic engagements. France's cautious approach, such as suspending diplomatic activities and re-evaluating cultural exchanges, reflects the challenges it faces in maintaining its foothold in the region. Across Africa, the media landscape is increasingly influenced by global powers like China and Russia, who are eager to fill the gaps left by traditional Western media. These countries are actively engaging in what some call information laundering, where they influence public opinion by embedding their narratives into local media outlets. This has been particularly evident in the Sahel, where countries like Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger are pivoting away from France and towards new alliances with Russia and China. This shift is not just about media. It's part of a larger strategy to redefine geopolitical allegiances, with Russia and China offering alternatives to Western influence in areas like military support and economic partnerships. The rise of localized media control in Burkina Faso reflects a broader trend where nations are seeking to assert their own narratives, free from foreign influence. This shift challenges global media's traditional role in shaping narratives, as more countries opt for media sovereignty. The influence of global media is waning as local governments and new global players increasingly control the flow of information, tailoring it to fit their strategic interests. This could lead to a more fragmented media landscape, where regional narratives gain prominence over global ones. Launching and maintaining a successful TV station is no small feat. The AES faces significant operational challenges, including securing funding, building infrastructure, and attracting skilled personnel. To overcome this, the AES has assembled the crème de la crème of electronic media journalists, scriptwriters, editors, tech specialists, who held a workshop and had come up with a comprehensive plan for the Sahel States Web TV. They have promised to create a new CNN equivalent to transmit the Sahel story to the world. Aren't we living in exciting times when Africans take over their own narratives? In summary, AES's bold move to establish a state-controlled TV station after expelling French media marks a pivotal shift in Africa media landscape. This development highlights the diminishing influence of Western media and the rise of new global players. As media dynamics continue to evolve, what do you think the future holds for the Sahel? Share your thoughts and join the conversation. Let me know what you think about the issues down in the comments below. Looking forward to that discussion. Please like this video, share it, subscribe to our channel, and we will see you in our next video.